Today we're going to be completing reading Elijah McCoy, and we're going to be focusing on the same lesson essential question. How can I use cause and effect to show and explain events in a historical text? So you probably remember historical texts talk about somebody from the past or an event from the past, something from history. We've talked about signal words for writing about cause and effect or for identifying cause and effect. We've talked about the steps to follow for identifying cause and effect, some questions to ask yourself, and then we started to read Elijah McCoy's steam engine. So we met Elijah McCoy yesterday, and we know that he really likes to tinker with things. He likes when the machine breaks, when his dad's cutting the grass, because he likes to fix it. We know that Elijah McCoy's parents came to Canada from the Underground Railroad, and we also know that they saved money for him to go to school. Yesterday you answered a discussion post about why they saved money. Do you remember why they saved money? They saved their money for him to go to school because Elijah had a dream to work with machines and become a mechanical engineer. So why did they save their money for him to go to school? Because he wants to be an engineer. And then we read about when Elijah came back from school. His family was living in Michigan, and he tries to get a job as an engineer, but the boss doesn't think he can do it, and he tries to give him just an easy job. So let's see what happens to Elijah. What a letdown. Elijah knew engines inside and out. He knew how to design them. He knew how to build them. He also knew the boss didn't think much of him because he was black. But Elijah needed work, so he took the job. So why does the boss not think much of him? Because he's black. So the cause of him, the boss not liking him much or thinking much of him, is because he is black. Why did Elijah take the job anyways? Right, because he needed work. The steam locomotive was exciting. People called it the Iron Horse. It was a fire-breathing monster. When it had a head of steam, it was faster than a horse and buggy. Feeding coal into the firebox was hot, hard work. It was also tricky. The fire boiled the water. The boiling water made steam. The steam worked the machinery. If the fire got too hot, the boiler might explode. If it wasn't hot enough, the train wouldn't move, or it couldn't climb the smallest hills. So, what would happen if the fire got too hot? What would the effect be? Yes, the boiler might explode. What would the cause of the train not moving be? So there's our effect, the train not moving. The cause would be that it wasn't hot enough. Elijah went to work in old clothes. An ash cat's job was a very dirty one. Soon Elijah was covered in soot and cinders. So why did he go to work in old clothes? Because his job was a dirty one. A boy was under the train. His clothes smelled of oil. "That's your grease monkey," said the boss. "He'll oil the places you can't get to." A grease monkey was paid pennies a day. At night, he slept on the train's grimy floor. The work was dangerous, and boys often got hurt, or worse. There has to be a safer way, thought Elijah. Elijah baled the coal as fast as he could. Sweat poured down his face. His hands were raw. The water in the boiler took time to heat up, while Elijah bailed the grease monkey clambered around, oiling. Finally, the train was tanked up, ready for its run. The engine huffed and puffed. Smoke billowed from its stacks. The wheels clacked. The locomotive chugged along for about half an hour. Chug, chug, chug. Suddenly, screech! The train stopped cold. The boy hopped down and crawled under the wheels. Elijah hopped down with his oil can. The passengers stayed put. They waited and waited some more. "All aboard!" cried the conductor. The pig was greased and ready to go. Chug, chug, chug. The passengers looked out at the passing farms. They talked, they ate, they laughed. Half an hour later, screech! Time to grease the pig again. What a job! Elijah didn't know which part he hated more, feeding the firebox or oiling the engine. So why does the train keep stopping? So the train keeps stopping because it either needs him to oil it, or they need to feed the firebox with coal. So the cause of it stopping is because they need to keep doing these things throughout the trip. The train's metal parts needed oil to work smoothly. Without oil, the parts would stick and wear down. The train would stop. So why is the train stopping? What's causing it to stop? Well, because the parts need oil. While Elijah scooped coal, his mind sparked with ideas. Could he invent an oil cup that oiled the engine while the train was running? Every night after work, Elijah made drawings. Finally, he had a drawing of an oil cup he knew would work. It took 2 years for Elijah to make a model of his oil cup. In 1872, he applied for a patent to protect his invention. A patent, like they said, protects your invention. So other people can't steal your invention and say that it was their own. So there are context clues in this sentence that give away the definition of the word patent. Then he took the metal cup to work. "There's a hole here to let the oil drip out," Elijah told the boss. "It drips oil when oil is needed. It drips it where it's needed. It's simple. Why not give it a try?" Surprisingly, the boss agreed. Elijah attached the cup to the engine. "Just for the Kalamazoo run," added the boss gruffly. So I want you to be thinking, why did Elijah create this invention? The train rumbled off, heading for Kalamazoo, Michigan. The engine huffed and puffed. Smoke billowed from its stacks. The wheels clacked. The train chugged along for half an hour. Chug, chug, chug. Everyone wondered when the train would stop. But it didn't. It chugged along for another half hour, and another. Elijah McCoy's oil cup worked. It oiled the engine while the train was running. The train reached Kalamazoo in record time. The grease monkey was safe. Elijah was happy. Elijah McCoy's oil cup made train travel faster and safer. Elijah worked on engine inventions all his life. He followed his dream. When Elijah got older, he encouraged children to stay in school and to follow their dreams too. So why was the grease monkey safe? He's safe now because Elijah McCoy's oil cup worked, so he no longer has to get under that hot train and oil it. Now there's an oil cup that does it for him. What was the effect of the oil cup? Yeah, train travel was made faster and safer. There's a text feature right here that I'd like to take a look at. Now, this isn't part of the story. It's a little extra piece of information about Elijah McCoy. Like I said, it's not part of the story, but it does give us more information. So it's really important that we're looking at it, even though it's not actually part of the text. The real McCoy. Have you ever heard someone say they wanted the real McCoy? It means they want the real thing, no knockoffs, no substitutes. Other inventors copied Elijah McCoy's oil cup, but their drip cups didn't work as well. When engineers wanted to make sure they got the best oil cup, they asked for the real McCoy. Was Elijah McCoy a one-hit wonder? No way. It was an inventing marvel. During his lifetime, he filed 57 patents, more than any other black inventor. Most of his inventions had to do with engines, but several did not. Elijah invented a portable ironing board, a lawn sprinkler, and even a better rubber heel for shoes. Want the best quality? Ask for the real McCoy. You're going to be answering a discussion question today based on the text, and tomorrow you're going to do a writing assignment using this text. So be thinking about the cause and effect relationships that we saw while we were reading. And you can also go back and reread the story in your anthology book. And I've also uploaded it for you on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday's folder. So again, you can reread this story so that you can review some of these causes and effects. And you're answering a discussion question today, and you're doing a writing assignment tomorrow.